Hello and welcome to Wonder Girl Tarot. This is your reading for the week of March the 9th through the 15th, 2020. It's a general reading for anyone who feels called to watch the video, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I've already shuffled the deck and drawn 3 cards. The first is going to represent Monday and Tuesday, the second Wednesday and Thursday, and the third Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But like I always say, these energies may come and go throughout the week and not be restricted to those particular days. So I'll just turn the cards over and we'll see what we've got. Whoops. Okay, so we begin the week with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. And I'm using the Gummy Bear Tarot, so it's regular Rider-Waite style tarot, all with gummy bears, which are ridiculously cute and make even the grimmest messages seem adorable. So the Two of Pentacles has to do with juggling some sort of, it could be your finances, your health, and when it's in the upright, this is somebody who's maybe struggling to keep a few different balls in the air, but they're succeeding. When it's in the reverse, that becomes more of a challenge. So you may be experiencing that you've got too many things going on at the same time. Your money's a bit tight, or you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, like you're not coping with things as well as you'd like to. You can see in the background there's water behind him, and there's this ship that's going over the waves. And so when you're managing things well, it's kind of like you're keeping afloat, and maybe it's a little challenging, but you're still sailing along. When it's in the reverse, you might feel a bit like you're drowning. You know, you're kind of, like I said, overwhelmed, or you've got a finger in too many pies, and yeah, you're just going to be feeling a little bit strained and possibly tired. And you may be feeling a bit emotionally exhausted as well, because I'm really noticing the water there, and water represents emotions. So Monday and Tuesday may be a bit of a challenge, but these minor arcana cards are temporary energies, so it's passing, you know, it's not going to last for very long. Because in the middle of the week, you have the Ace of Swords. So this is some kind of victory, a breakthrough, a moment of truth. You could receive a message from somebody that brings clarity to a situation that was really confusing for you. Or perhaps you've been working really hard and you get paid, or you succeed in some other manner. You gain recognition. Somebody's very pleased with the work that you've been doing. The middle of the week sees you feeling quite empowered. You could be speaking the truth about something, or somebody else could be speaking their truth to you, and it brings you a feeling of a lot of success and victory, and a sense of being seen and understood, and kind of coming out on top. So I think that if you begin the week feeling like you're drowning and life is just kind of overwhelming you, the middle of the week is going to see you feeling really on top. Like I'm noticing that this sword is above some mountains. So while the Two of Pentacles is on a beach with the water in the background, and I get this feeling of like the water washing over him, the Ace of Swords is high up in the clear blue air. You know, it's a sense of elevation and clear seeing. You could get an insight on something that's confusing. I may have already said that, but yeah, so that's a fantastic card. And then we go on to the end of the week. We have the Empress, Major Arcana. This is Venus in Taurus, which is actually the placement that has recently happened. Venus just moved into Taurus, which is where it's dignified. So that means it's just very happy in the sign of Taurus. It's its natural home. And Venus is it's called the Lesser Benefic by the ancients. So it's one of the planets that brings blessings and pleasant things. So you could be really experiencing that. You could be buying some nice things, spending time in nature, doing things that are beautifying, beautifying your home, buying new clothes, taking care of your health. It could be that the weather is very pleasant. I'm noticing this brightness and sunshine in the background, and the stream that's running. It would be a really good time to be outdoors in nature. And it's also a card that symbolizes abundance. So you could be feeling like you have more money, or like you're able to realize the visions that you have in your mind in the material world. So like you have, this Ace of Swords could be a new idea. Aces represent beginnings. Swords is the element of air, and so that's thoughts and ideas. So perhaps you get a bright new idea and you're feeling really abundant and like you have the ability to manifest it, if you're using like law of attraction type speak. But even so, it's that you have the internal resources and belief in your idea to bring it into the real world. This could also represent a person in your external environment. It could be a Taurus person or a mother, the mother of your children or your own mother, or somebody else's mother, somebody who has those sort of maternal qualities, who's a very good cook, or sorry if that's a cliche, but somebody who's very nurturing and loving and could be quite beautiful, who's very luxurious in their way of being in the world. You could be encountering somebody like that, or you could be feeling like that yourself. And it's a good time to embark on any projects that you have. The Empress can also symbolize children and having children. Like it can be being fertile, literally, like you could get pregnant, or pregnant with a new idea, metaphorically. Like it's a wonderful ground for any kind of ideas you have to germinate and really take root. So it looks like this is a week that moves from a sense of overwhelm and struggling to stay afloat and to manage the day-to-day aspects of life, your money, your health, your various commitments to work, to other people, to yourself, and that moves from that to a sense of clarity, perspective, victory, and the potential for a lot of abundance, and really just a sense of feeling good and comfortable in your own skin, comfortable in your environment and your world. So I hope this was a wonderful week for you and that this has been helpful reading. I also just want to say that I noticed, I happened to look at the bottom of the deck when I dealt out the cards, and we have the 9 of Wands, which is a card about feeling a bit tired and battle weary and sort of on guard, but hanging in there. You're being almost to the end of difficulties. And so I just want to say that if you're feeling overwhelmed and tired and like a lot of things have just been coming at you to cope with, hang in there, because it's going to begin getting a lot better. So yeah, just an extra note. I hope that was helpful, and I thank you so much for watching this reading. And please take care. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back with another video next Sunday. Bye-bye.